This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Very good evening to all our viewers, and in news that is just breaking, the primary suspect in the attempted blast in Coimbatore in 2002 has just been nabbed. Our crime reporter Salim will get us more on this critical development. We'll come to that in just a short while. Welcome to the show again. You're watching Late Night News with me, Ashmit Kumar. Some important developments have come to light this evening. We'll bring you all of that in just a little while. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. Supreme Court slams the CBI yet again, demands answers as to why Raja was not questioned. Blast rocks Army's ammunition factory in Ooty. 5 people reported dead. Monsoons are far from over. Rains will lash southern Tamil Nadu coast, says the Met Department. The Supreme Court allows the Tamil Nadu government to continue Jallikattu for 5 months, but order comes with a rider. Political stroke play leaves the public as collateral damage. Trade union poll cripples public transportation.
1.5 hours மேலே வெயிட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் அந்த பஸ்ஸுக்கோசரம். 5:30க்கு முடிச்சு இங்கே வந்து நின்னது. 6:45 மேலேயும் பஸ் கிடையாது.
State Basketball Association and the corporation slug it out even as the Jayalalitha Stadium crumbles under a state of disrepair. An interesting treat awaits you this weekend. A 30-year-old man with an IQ of a 6-year-old child. Here's one incentive for children to study harder. Some of the smartest minds win the Young World Quiz. Drive off in a nano. There's also a lot happening across the country. Let's also take a look at some national headlines. The Finance Ministry asks banks to check if they've been compromised after the corporate loan scam that shook the markets. Yediyurappa's troubles aren't over yet. Karnataka's Lokayukta says the probe into irregular land deals will continue. Number portability is here. You can retain your number but change your service provider. Rohtak is the first city to get it. 2611 survivor baby Moshe's grandparents are in Mumbai from Israel. They say Moshe has strong ties to the city. And 3 goals for India at the Asian Games, a double in the 400-meter hurdles and a gold in boxing as well. Now in some breaking news, Shabir, suspected for attempting a blast in Coimbatore city in 2002, has been nabbed at the Mumbai airport. Now there was a lookout circular issued against him. A team has already left Chennai to bring the accused to the state and to conduct the investigation. For more on this, let's go across to my colleague Salim, who is joining us now live. Now Salim, we now know for a fact that the primary suspect has been nabbed again at the Mumbai airport. What more are your sources telling you?
To be very clear, this case is not in connection with the 1998 Coimbatore bomb blast case. Instead, this case is connected to the 2002 case in which this guy Shabir is suspected to have planted a bomb in the Coimbatore press club, which was later defused. And allegedly, sources say that his brother was also questioned for plotting to kill the then Chief Minister of Kerala by placing a bomb in the Ernakulam district. And now the police say that a team from the special investigative team, which comes under ADGP crime in Tamil Nadu state, has gone all the way to Mumbai to bring the accused Shabir back to Tamil Nadu and conduct investigation.
Right, Salim. Thank you for joining us with all those details. I'm sure we'll keep a track of all those developments, the latest in that one case. Now, moving ahead from one controversial matter to another, in the latest twist to the 2G scam, the CBI has been asked by the Supreme Court to explain why A. Raja has not been questioned about his alleged role in the 2G scam. The controversy over how 2G spectrum was allotted has cost Raja his job as the telecom minister. A report by the government's auditor blamed him for costing the government losses to the tune of 1.76 lakh crore rupees in 2008, when he chose to award licenses to 2G spectrum instead of auctioning it. The report also found that most of the licenses were given to companies who misrepresented facts or submitted incomplete information. Now, in an earth-moving story, quite literally, a blast has rocked a cordite or guns and ammunition factory located 12 kilometers east of Ooty. Now, according to army sources, people trapped in the burning factory have been rescued. Meanwhile, sources have confirmed that 5 people have been killed in the incident. For more on this, we were joined by Sam Daniel, the chief correspondent for NDTV. He gave us the details of the blast, the causes and the rescue operations.
To begin with, police have now confirmed that 5 people have been killed, 10 more have been injured in that particular explosion that took place at the cordite factory at a place called Aravangadu, 12 kilometers from Ooty. This took place early in the evening today, and according to the police version, the accident took place at the acid tank inside the factory. According to them, workers were trying to mix 2 kinds of chemicals during which the explosion took place. But there is also another version coming from the sources from workers inside the factory. They say that the explosion took place when they were actually trying to move around 45 kilograms of explosives on a conveyor track, and on the way it hit another item which was blocking that particular track, and that impact, according to them, led to the explosion. But anyway, a probe has been ordered. Only a thorough investigation will reveal what exactly led to that particular explosion. But soon after that explosion, there were concerns that around 32 people could have been trapped inside. But now police confirm that they have accounted for all the missing people. Only 5 were actually working at that time. All 5 have been killed, and 10 people who were working in the neighboring section, they have suffered injuries now. But according to reports, right now the rescue work is going on. The army rescue team is right now doing the relief and rescue operations.
Now, in some more news from the state, the southern districts of Tamil Nadu are expected to receive heavy rain today following a low pressure trough in the Bay of Bengal between Sri Lanka and coastal Tamil Nadu. And there were reports of heavy rain showers in Pondicherry and of course Chennai. Now, the rain related incidents such as flash floods and building collapses have claimed 88 lives already. A compensation of 2 lakh rupees has been announced for families of each of the victims. Now, a relief package for farmers will also be announced. As a precaution, schools and most colleges in Puducherry, Kadalur, Nagapattinam and Thiruvarur have remained shut. Already, many parts of the state have been receiving good rainfall due to the northeast monsoons. Storage in many reservoirs, including the Vaigai Dam, are almost full, but many areas still remain inundated. Now, in what has been a fiercely debated issue, the Supreme Court today has allowed the practice of Jallikattu to continue for 5 months as per the state laws. However, the Apex Court has slapped along with the order a few stringent conditions. The rider includes that the bulls have to be registered with the Animal Welfare Board. Moreover, the district collector will now be required to classify the events as either big or small depending on participation. The organizers will also be required to deposit a sum of 2 lakh rupees to be paid to the victims in case of an injury or death. We were joined by Mr. Chinni Krishnan, an animal activist who voiced his concerns about this festival.
There is nothing that can be done. If you can condone cruelty this way, what else can I say? I'm terribly disappointed. I'm a proud Tamilian, and he can not be more proud of being a Tamilian than I am. This is the land of Thiruvalluvar, and this to be my culture doesn't include cruelty. This is barbaric what they are doing. They take an animal, they intoxicate it. All this is being done only because of the massive amounts of money involved and the betting that goes on.
Now, one of the most crucial transport union elections took place today, but the people bore the brunt of it. More on that in just a moment.